in the spiritual community, esoteric community, all the communities, we experience synchronicities. And you're like, Crystal, why do we do that? Well, I'm about to explain it to you. I got notes. I'm ready to get into this topic. So, hello, I'm Crystal Lee with Real Magick, and this is another podcast episode. Stay tuned, my loves. All right, synchronicities. You think about something and someone speaks about it, or you're wanting to manifest something and whatever you're manifesting starts to appear like on TV or billboards. The exact same thing you're wanting, like narrowed down to the T, and the I is dotted, and it's absolute perfection. And you can't explain it. It's not a coincidence. It is the universe, creator, your angels and your guides letting you know, we heard you. So I got notes. Yeah, we're not just going to willy-nilly it anymore. I'm going to try to be more focused with this podcast because I just be going off on these tangents. I listen to myself and I'm like, you spoke about 37 subjects, girl. Reel it in. So, synchronicities refer to the experience of seemingly meaningful coincidences or events that are connected in a way that is not immediately apparent. Well, if you're tuned in and you're tapped in, it's absolutely apparent and you can tell instantly. These events can range from small coincidences to significant life-changing experiences. Synchronicities are often described as meaningful coincidences because they carry a deeper significance or message, especially when you are believing in something or wanting to manifest something. For instance, we live in New York. You know, me and my sons, my sons and I live in New York, and we talk about moving all the time. All of the time. We always talk about moving. Because that's a natural thing here in New York. I mean, if you're in an apartment, I'm the type of person, I stay there for a very long time. I hate moving. I hate it. And here it's just like, it has to happen. So we've been at this apartment since 2021. And we're thinking about moving. Just thinking and talking about it. And like I said, we've been talking about it since 2021. Well, now that we're really feeling it and looking into our options, we start getting moving ads. And I'm like, now, if this had been happening the whole time, I would be like, okay, well, AI heard me, Facebook heard me, Google heard me, and, that's just the way this works, right? But it was literally when my son and I were like, I think we should move. Like, we felt it, like, this is it. We're going to start looking. And yeah, that's the type of stuff, like it's little signs and synchronicities. You think about something, like I said earlier, you think about something and it will manifest into your reality. Or you wrote something in your journal and your friend will say it verbatim as you spoke it. It's just synchronicities. It's just things that align up to what you are experiencing. That's my concept of it. And it does have a very deeper significance or message because most of the time you're believing in something. You have a passed on loved one and their favorite song comes on the radio right when you're thinking about them. Not, you washing dishes and just, doing a mundane task. When you're thinking about them, the favorite song comes on. Or you smell their cologne. Or a butterfly or a bird picks it. It's those are synchronicities. They had a favorite number. You see that number and you're like, oh, it's just like, that's energy's way of getting your attention. This is the only way they can keep you here, right? The concept of synchronicity was introduced by Jung, a psychologist who believed that synchronicities were a manifestation of the collective unconscious. I agree with Jung. That's how I feel too. He argued that synchronicities were meaningful coincidences that occurred without a clear causal connection, suggesting that there may be a hidden order or intelligence behind them. Oh, are you talking about source creator? Are you talking about the universal mind? 0 point? Are you talking about the supreme consciousness? What people call God? That? Maybe. But yes, I do believe in a higher power. I do believe in guides and angels and ancestors. And like I said, energy is never destroyed. I mean, I know some people believe it's either heaven or hell. Or some people believe, lights out and you're done and you don't come back. But explain the synchronicities or the coincidence of a child who knows something about World War II and they're only like 4 years old and they've never even heard about it, like in this lifetime. And they know about Navy ships and they know about all the horrific things that's happened in the past. And they say, I've been here before. Explain that. You can't. You'll say, oh, there's a logical explanation, but you can't find one. You can't accept. Energy will always remain. Okay? So synchronicities can take many forms, such as recurring numbers, or as they call angel numbers. Symbols or themes that appear in different contexts or unexpected encounters with people or events that seem to hold a special significance. Some people believe that synchronicities are messages from the universe or a higher power, while others see them as a reflection of their own subconscious desires or fears. It's both. What that just said, it's both of those. Because all is mind. The universal law does exist. And we are manifesting all the time. People are wanting to learn how to manifest. My oldest son is a master manifester. And it's literally a feeling and a knowing. We manifest horrific stuff in our life all the time because we just know something bad is going to happen. And if you keep believing it and feeling it and rehearsing it, if something bad happens, and then what do we say? I told you so. I told you that bad stuff was going to happen. Well, I mean, did it have to though? Did it have to happen? I don't think it had to. Since listening to my inner thoughts and working really hard at it, oh my God, the shit I was manifesting in my life, it wasn't good. It wasn't good things. It was not good. Angel numbers. Let's talk about angel numbers. So here we go. May out. I picked the wrong time to do a podcast. The planes are flying over. It is what it is. Let's keep it rolling. So with angel numbers, my wake up call, I call it my wake up number. This is when I was heavily religious. I left Christianity and became a Hebrew. So my higher self was trying to pull me out, and my ego was like, no, I need to be attached to something, So I went straight into that shit, and I started seeing 444. I would wake up at 444 every morning because my higher self knew not to use 333 because if I saw that, that's the devil's number. I mean, oh my God, the shit they've taught us. So 444 was my wake up number. And then I started looking into that, and I started looking into numerology. And then you go past the angel numbers. You go back to the single digit, not the angel numbers, just the 1, a 2, the 3 to 9. 0 to 9 is what I start looking through. And then I learned about life path. And, 4 times 3 is 12. Well, in numerology, you take that 12, you want to equal it down to a single digit. So what you do, you just keep adding. So 12 is 1 plus 2, right? 12, you break it up, 1 plus 2 is 3. Well, 3 is my life path. So yes, 444 is very significant for me. And that's the synchronicity of it. It was like, if I see 444, I'll see 1111, I'll see 111, 222, 333. I see all of them, 1010, 555. Again, I see those numbers. I'm like, oh, I love y'all too. It's like it's little confirmations for me that they're there. But when I see 444, I'm like, we out here. It's the people, and they associate that with archangels. 444, it's building, and I am a work in progress, honey. Let me tell you, I've been building for a while. But yeah, that was my thing. Certain symbols I would see, like the infinity symbol. I absolutely love the infinity symbol. That's my jam right there. And I started seeing that in everything, in all things. Like in pictures, and I would see it. So that's attached to the number 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. It's all connected. It's ridiculous. What's the other one? Themes that appear in different contexts. Oh my goodness gracious. My oldest son and I were talking about something. I can't remember the subject because, I try to stay present. I don't stay in the past too much anymore. We were talking about something very technical. My youngest son, we met him for dinner at this little space near Columbia, little sushi space that we love so much. And he said verbatim what Kevin and I were talking about. And we hadn't talked to him about it. And my youngest son does it all the time. Very psychic, very in tune. I think it's cute when he asks me for tarot readings. I'm like, you need to give me a reading, bro. But yeah, very tapped in. Him and Kevin, they have seen things their entire life. And when they got to teenage years, they cut it. They cut it off. They couldn't handle it anymore. But as babies, those poor children went through it. And I was very religious, and I'm pulling out olive oil, and I'm calling on the name of Jesus, and I'm screaming and hollering and rebuking devils and stuff, and it didn't work. You know why it didn't work? Because we're gods. That's why it didn't work. And those were our ancestors. Come to find out, your ancestors aren't just Uncle Bill and all them. Your ancestors are ancient beings, surpassed the time of times, infinite beings, and they were reaching out to us like, hey, it's time to wake up. And here I am saying, my kids are so psychic and stuff. And my ex-mother-in-law was like, where do you think they got it from? I mean, both kids got it? That's odd. It's because I didn't want it. I didn't want the stuff. I was always told it was the devil, so I was scared of it. But yeah, I wish, oh man, if I could turn back the hands of time. Yeah, I was in fear. It was horrible. Manifesting horrible stuff. Fear, hope, one and the same. Just depends on the energy. I hope something bad doesn't happen when I go down the street. That's fear. I hope I get this job that I apply for. I hope I get this apartment or this house or this mortgage. I hope. That's good. That's good stuff. It just depends on the energy and the vibration of what you are trying to manifest. Okay. All right. And here goes the nerdy stuff. While there is no scientific explanation for synchronicities, many people find them to be deeply meaningful and transformative experiences that can offer insights into their own lives and the world around them. Some people may actively seek out synchronicities as a way of exploring the mysteries of the universe and their own consciousness, while others may simply appreciate them as mysterious and intriguing occurrences, like I do, like, hey, boo. Nothing deep about it. I'm like, love you too. That add richness and depth to their daily lives. Like, it's cute how this is broke down to how I feel. And I really do try to stay present. And oh my gosh, like I will go so woo with this stuff. Like it could be a tree, like one leaf going. Just one. Just one leaf. The rest of the leaves aren't even blowing, but this one's just getting my attention. I'm like, oh, okay, nature spirits. Hi, love you. I go that woo with it. And, we are magic. I'm about this. And I also want to tell you guys that I will be speaking more about magic and more about mysticism and alchemy and stuff as we go along. I know I've been deep in shadow work. I've been deep in digging into our subconscious mind so we can pull out the fear and the programming. I'm doing it for a reason. There's a method to my madness. I will also be opening up to mentorship soon. I, again, am manifesting. I'm manifesting some stuff. So let me get through this little trial period I'm going through right now. And I'll be open up to it because I'll have all the time in the world to do it. But see, what synchronicities do you deal with? What synchronicities line up for your life? the synchronicity of me remembering my childhood and me being in New York and thinking that would never happen, and then us winding up here. I mean, go all the way back and just think about, how did I get here? And stop focusing so much on your future. I was doing that. And you can use the present to build the beautiful future that you desire. But if you focus too far out on the future, you will be stuck. And you'll go back into the void where it's nice and safe and you don't have to do nothing, because Mom's like, come on, honey, come back home. And we gotta do stuff. We can't stay in yin energy all the time. We got to use the yang also. Balance, all right? We're both things. So yin is feminine, receptive, intuitive, creative. Yang is masculine, active, forceful, outgoing, forward. You see the yin as the subconscious mind. You see the yang as the conscious mind. And it's like they have to work together. You could think about great ideas all day. You could think about the synchronicities all day. But if you don't take action, if you don't use the yang energy to take action on what you're wanting, I just saw 1616 on the phone. That type of stuff. I haven't looked at it's fine. But that's what I'm talking about. If you don't take action, it's just sitting in your brain. Like, you've got to take the steps to get where you want to go. Okay? All right. But that's the synchronicities. That's the type of stuff. There's so much more. And maybe I should talk about it more, but this is a quick podcast. And I am just looking forward to my life and what's going to happen. And I'm excited about it. And that's the way it should be. I love you. Thank you for watching. We are Magick and we are one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.